I am Andrew Collings.
Hello, and I'm Richard Herrin.
And we are Collings and Herrin, a new double act that we've just formed about half an hour ago. And this is our first podcast, and the reason we're doing it is because when we were on the radio together, which is now a long time ago, we used to review the papers on a Sunday, and it was good fun, and we liked it. And then it took us off air. We were taken off air because Richard used to talk about paedophilia too much.
That's not true.
You were allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
But there was
That's not why they took us off. They took us off because you were rubbish.
They took me off, and therefore you... Yes, unfortunately, I was pulled off, and so was Richard. So we haven't seen each other since, and we've obviously got a lot catching up to do. But what we're going to try and do is recreate those golden times.
Yes, except we're in my house
Except
now.
we're in his house, which is brilliant. I've never been in his house before, because we're not friends, just colleagues, which is why I haven't seen him since last year. And so, Richard, before we get to the papers, which are laid out in front of us,
Yes.
what have you been doing?
It's the year 2008. I've given... That proves this is live.
Yeah.
Except it's recorded.
Also, you could have said that any time you want.
How would I have known which year it was? I've given up drinking as the main thing for this year.
It's at 32 days now, isn't it?
Yes, 32. I gave up on... The last drink I had was on the 30th of December. I didn't drink on the... Because I didn't want to make it a New Year's resolution.
No,
I was just giving up, and it happened to be on the 31st of December. So, but it's good. I've kind of lost loads of weight, and I'm feeling really healthy, and it's not that funny, probably.
You are half the man you used to be.
I've lost 5 kilos, which is like about 10 pounds, which is the most I've ever lost in a month.
Yeah.
And, I'm sort of all full of energy. It's a bit frightening. I'm a bit scared to go back to drinking now.
The days are longer, aren't they?
They are. Well, to begin with, it was just I couldn't believe how slowly it was going.
And have you got your sense of smell back? Isn't that something that happens when you stop drinking? I can't remember. And that's smoking.
I haven't got a very good sense of smell anyway.
Have you started smoking?
It'd be quite a good idea to just have something fun to do.
You must have done something more since you stopped doing one thing that you liked so much.
No, I've probably cut down on nearly everything. Drink was... I was going to say I masturbated more as our first rude thought, but I've actually masturbated a lot less, if I'm going to be honest, and I think I should be honest.
That's an achievement, though, because your days are longer. You think there'll be more opportunities for that, just sitting on a bus and having, improper thoughts. But,
without alcohol, all sort of sexual behaviour is just disgusting. I don't know. No one's ever had sex sober, I'm sure.
No, it's true.
I certainly haven't.
It doesn't bear close examination, the whole concept. No, it's true.
So what have you been up to?
Well, you're now looking at and sitting next to a suspected terrorist. This is exciting news. I was stopped and searched under the Prevention of Terrorism Act just before Christmas. I have the paperwork in front of me. If you are stopped and searched, this is an important bit of information for any kids listening. If you are stopped and searched by the police under the Prevention of Terrorism Act, they have to fill in a form about you for a start, and that means they're basically taking down your details, they take down your date of birth, your address, which I was kind of offended by. I felt raped in a lot of ways.
Were you doing anything suspicious?
No, I was not. And but you can claim a copy of the paperwork. I found out afterwards. Luckily, before I got on the train, this was at a train platform in South London. I was going into Central London, and so I got the copy of it. So I now got the copy of my form.
Yeah.
And it just basically says they stopped me, and this is why they stopped me, because I was taking a train into London. Yeah. That's one suspicious thing I was doing, and I was carrying a black hold-all. Right. Now, here's the important thing: it wasn't a hold-all. This is it. It's just a nice bag that I got from John Lewis.
Yeah.
It's not a hold-all, is it?
It scarcely is. It's just a computer
black,
bag.
But maybe because it was black, that makes it suspicious. And they spelt hold-all wrong.
Yeah.
But, that's not a problem. So that's why I was stopped. I was stopped. I also had on a woolly hat. It was a cold day. I had a woolly hat and a large overcoat. And I had earphones in. And I was striding purposefully, because that is what I do. And when I told my wife how upset I was about this, she said, "Well, you do look a bit suspicious." She's a really nice...
Well, you're lucky, because in the old days they would have just have shot you.
That's true. I was in the old days. Last year.
They'd have thought, well, look, he looks a bit suspicious.
Yeah.
He might be from somewhere foreign. You've got quite a big nose, so that could make you a foreigner.
Olive skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, sort of.
Well,
they might have thought you were Mark Steele, and
but that's
the agent provocateur of
the
left.
People do think that. But the funny thing was, they searched me, and when I say stopped and searched, they stopped me and they searched, and the search was just to look in my bag. All I did was look in. In fact, you can tell this from the paperwork, because it says what time was he stopped, it tells you, and then it says how long did the search take, and it was within the same minute, basically. Right. So it proves it was a very quick search, and it was, I would say, cursory.
Yes.
Anyway, look, time search. Start 11:22, end 11:22. And in that less than a minute, they just looked in my bag, that's all.
Well, you know, that should be enough to tell us you've got a tiny bomb. Did they check your shoes?
They didn't check anything. They didn't check anything. But the funny thing is, in my bag, should they have looked in it, was the paperback Al-Qaeda by Jason Burke, which is pretty much the definitive book about Al-Qaeda.
Yes.
But they didn't see that.
That would have been enough.
I think that would have been enough.
I got stopped but not searched by the same thing when I was riding my bike on the pavement in Hammersmith.
Which is illegal.
Yeah, and they took like 8 minutes of my time to tell me off. It is, yeah. And it was quite good. It was quite exciting. I thought I might get sent to prison.
Yeah.
But he was very nice, the guy. And then when he found out I was a comedian, he recognised me.
Did he?
And then said...
He didn't recognise me.
And then he was worried I'd put him in a sketch, which in a way...
You always say that.
In a way, well, I wrote about it on my blog, so
yeah.
I think I name checked him because his name's on the form you get given.
Oh no, the woman's name is not on here. I only know her number.
Really?
I won't read it out. It's not fair.
We've both been on the wrong side of the law in the last.
True, yeah. So we're desperados, and we are actually recording this in prison. But it was really lucky they let us have the same cell.
It's good.
The chances of that are quite slim.
We're recording it just on the laptop using the internal microphone.
This is the internal mic because I bought. You can hear it. This is a pile of equipment that I bought. Absolutely loads of mics and jack plugs and leads, and it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
So we're using the internal mic, which I can't even see it. Where is it?
So I don't know.